everyone, and welcome back to my channel, Melanated Beauty. Today I'm going to be showing you guys a couple of inexpensive, cute DIY projects that you can do in the comfort of your own home. Unfortunately, during this time we are quarantined, so these products are going to be from the dollar store, which is an essential business that we are still very grateful to have open. Other items that we will be using will be things from our home that we already have laying around the house. So without further ado, let's get started. For this first DIY, we're going to be starting with a cute sunburst mirror that I made with a cheap $3 mirror from the Target dollar section and these wooden dowels that I got from the Dollar Tree. I'm just going to rearrange them. And once I have them placed where I think I want them to be, I'm going to go ahead and start hot gluing them to the back of the mirror. Now that my long pieces are down, I'm going to take a couple of pieces and just split them in half like so, and start to glue them in between of the long pieces so I can have that more staggered short and long look. And here you'll see me take a bit of raffia texture material that I got from the dollar store. I've been using this a lot lately in my previous videos. It really adds that nice natural touch that you usually see on these type of products in the store. And I'm just wrapping them a few times around the longer dowels and then gluing them down to secure them. Then I'm just taking the little hanging piece that originally came with the mirror and I'm just readjusting it and placing it in a position where I'll be able to hang it. And here's the finished look. And for my next DIY, I'm going to be using this shelf liner paper that I got from the dollar store. And I'm going to be putting them in picture frames for art. These picture frames are actually from Home Goods, which I haven't been able to use yet. However, you can still use whatever picture frame you like from the dollar store. They have lots to choose from. So I'm just going to take my rotary cutter and cut off the back of the picture frame so I can get to the picture. And with these mirrors, the glass is already set in place, so all I have to do is set up a new picture and just pop it in. And to do that, I'm going to be laying out this shelf liner just to measure out the exact size of my picture frame. So using the cardboard that it came with, I'm just going to use that as a template to cut out a new piece. So I go in about 1 inch on each side for when I overlap the edges.
To the scene he described by creating an imaginary picture.
Now I just peel back the shelf liner and begin to spread it on the back of the cardboard, smoothing it out as much as possible to get any air bubbles. Now you just have to flip it over and fold the edges. As you can see, I did a sloppy job and I rushed it a little bit, so it's not that perfect, but it still turned out pretty good anyway.
Character.
So after I pop it back in the frame, I'm just taking a little bit of craft paper that you can also find at the dollar store, and I'm just hot gluing it around the edges to make sure it's nice and secure and it has a backing. Then I just cut off the excess pieces around the edges, and here is how it turned out. Moving on to our third DIY, which is my personal favorite, is this tapestry that I'm going to be creating from just a throw rug from the dollar store, a plunger, and some raffia. You'll also be needing a few popsicle sticks and of course a hot glue gun. So I picked out this rug because it just had these beautiful natural warm tone colors that will look perfect in my apartment. And to begin, I'm going to start by taking off this end piece of the plunger. We're going to be using this wooden piece for a dowel. I removed the barcode sticker, which took me forever, so just take your time with that. And I'm going to begin by just hot gluing down the ends to the dowel. And I'm hot gluing it at an angle so you can really see that dowel poking out on each side. So I just hot glue all the pieces down around the dowel to give it a more polished look. And now I'm taking a couple of strands of that raffia and I'm snipping it to give it an all even cut. And I'm just going to be applying it to the popsicle stick using some hot glue. And I'm going to do that all across, and you'll see here, once I apply it, I'm going to make sure it's secure, and then I'm going to cut it. And I'm just going to keep repeating that step and applying that to about 3 more popsicle sticks. Then I'm just going to trim off the top to give it an even cut. So I made 3 fringe raffia pieces and I just cut 1 popsicle stick in half so I could have a shorter piece. And once I position where I want them, I'm going to apply it with some hot glue and press them on very firmly. Now I'll be taking some jute twine that I already had. It's also from the dollar store, and I'm just going to wrap that around the end to create a hanging piece for our tapestry. I believe I saved the best for last with this last project. It's going to be these mid-century modern plant stands. So I'm going to start by spray painting a couple of pots that I got from the dollar store. And I'm just going to be using that matte black farmhouse and also this textured spray paint to make it feel a little bit more cement-like. And I also picked up a lot more plungers, and we're going to be using these plunger sticks as legs for our planters. So I'm going to start by removing those tops, and then I'm going to take 3 of them. I'm going to cut 3 of them in half so I can create 2 sets of legs, and the other 3 I'm going to put aside for a different project. So here I have my jigsaw, and I'm just cutting straight line to create 2 sets of 3 legs. And then I'm going in with this wood stain that I already had from previous projects. It's in maple pecan, and I'm going to just wipe that down on all of the legs to give it a more nice mid-century color. using this bookend that I got from the dollar store, and I'm going to be using that round piece as a base for the bottom of the pot. So when I apply the legs, it's going to be really secure and sturdy. Now I'm just going to drill a hole in each leg. And so what I did is just screwed in a nail from the bottom of the pot to the outside of that wood piece so I could screw in the legs. Really simple. And then I just took these pebble stones that I got from the dollar store, and I'm going to put that at the bottom of the pot for when I water my plants, since they don't have a actual water catcher. I'm so pleased with how these turned out. I only paid $4 for each one, which is so affordable for a plant stand, especially in this trendy mid-century modern look. And here's how they turned out. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed these DIY videos. I know a lot of the supplies were not from the dollar store, but you really can tweak these DIYs to fit whatever supplies you already have. Hopefully you can recreate things that look very similar. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and also follow my Instagram page at melanade_beauty. So please be safe and just take this time to become more and more creative. Bye guys.